Hello everyone, it's Joseph Dunphy here, and this is your weekly Grass10 grazing management update on the Dairy Edge. Your PastureBase data for the week: the average farm cover 642 kilos dry matter per hectare, and the cover per livestock unit of 234 kilos of dry matter per livestock unit. Growth rates were 24 kilos dry matter per hectare for the last 7 days. Pre-grazing yield is sitting at just shy of 1,500 kilos of dry matter per hectare, and the diet is 10 kilos of grass, 4 kilos of meal and 4 kilos of silage. Predicted grass growth, rainfall and soil temperatures for the coming 7 days. Grass growth predictions are expected to be in the region of between 13 and 15 kilos of dry matter per hectare for the coming week, which is still ahead of the normal for this time of the year. Soil temperatures are expected to be between 9 and 10 degrees for the coming 7 days, and predicted rainfall amounts again are relatively low, with between 10 and 15 millimetres of rain expected for the vast majority of the country. The main focus now, as we approach mid-November, is grass supply in early 2025. Excellent grazing conditions continue to prevail on Irish farms, which has simplified grazing. November growth rates have been above normal for this time of the year, with 24 kilos of dry matter per hectare recorded for the last 7 days. On dairy farms where spring grass supply is a priority, farmers should aim for an average farm cover of greater than 700 kilos of dry matter per hectare on the 1st of December. With such excellent grazing conditions, there is a risk that farmers would reduce average farm cover too much by staying grazing during November. So it's important to keep measuring weekly at this time of the year, as weeks grazing with low growth rates can have a huge impact on reducing average farm cover. Budget off growth rates of between 11 and 12 kilos of dry matter per hectare per day during the last 2 weeks in November. So if grazing finishes on the 15th of November, this will put an additional 150 kilos of dry matter per hectare on your average farm cover. So target an average farm cover of 600 kilos of dry matter per hectare on the 15th of November to achieve a closing cover of 750 kilos of dry matter plus on the 1st of December. Remaining paddocks to target for grazing should be clover paddocks and some paddocks that get early slurry application. Ground conditions have been excellent for lime application. Consult your most recent set of soil samples and order lime for spreading before the weather deteriorates. Remember, you only need to get 10 to 12 acres for a lorry load of lime, which is between 20 and 24 tonne. Your Grass10 feature farmer this week is Eugene and Eoin Lawler from Ballatour, County Kildare. Their average farm cover is still excellent at 827 kilos of dry matter per hectare, and growth is 26 kilos of dry matter per hectare for the last 7 days. The pre-grazing yield is about 1,800 kilos of dry matter per hectare, and cows are doing 13 litres, fat at 601, and protein 4.53. Cows are in at night and out by day. Grazing conditions have been excellent on the farm, but they're planning on housing cows in about 10 days' time to ensure an average farm cover of 800 kilos of dry matter per hectare on the 1st of December. The cows have 3 paddocks left to graze before closing the farm off, and these paddocks are the furthest away paddocks from the yard. The Lawlers' clover paddocks were grazed in late October. Clover was slow for them throughout the spring, but they've got a great response from clover during the autumn. Lastly, on this week's newsletter, a reminder about the upcoming conference in late November. The National Dairy Conference takes place on Wednesday, the 27th of November at Limerick Racecourse, and the link to register and for more information is in this week's Grass10 newsletter. If you'd like to hear more from the Grass10 team, subscribe to the weekly Grass10 newsletter, which is available on the Grass10 page on the Teagasc public website, and the link to the newsletter is available in the description of this podcast. We'd also like to thank the sponsors of the Grass10 campaign: AIB, Grassland Agro, the Department of Agriculture, FBD, and the Farmers Journal. This has been your Grass10 update, and I'll talk to you all next week.